tinaheals.com, and today I am going to give you some solid psychic guidance with tarot for January 2019. We are about to end the year, and there is an eclipse in Capricorn. I will write all about it, of course. So if you haven't been to my blog, please rush over there and check out all my content. And of course, please check out my other YouTube videos and learn astrology, because that is truly one of the most effective tools for self actualization, self betterment, self understanding. Okay, so how do you feel as the year is ending? It's, of course, a very emotional moment for many of us, and we've had this huge eclipse in Cancer, and we've had it opposite Pluto, and there's been a lot that's been going on. Uranus in Taurus will enter soon. Is still in Aries now, moving through the last degrees of Aries, shaking up a lot of stuff, making aspects with Jupiter in Sag, and enhancing our currency. Again, there is a rise and fall with Uranus. Things are always abrupt, things are never what they are. So expect changes, radical changes. In fact, this time before 2020 is going to be known as, like, okay, that era, that was old, that was like a different time frame, and things are really going to change. I've already told you that astrology is going to announce itself on the world stage, not just as a predictive tool, but as a tool for self actualization. And this is going to happen in 2020 with the lunation on the 0 degree of Aquarius. Things are about to change, and things are about to get technological, astrological. Uh, Things are about to get radical. That is a sign of Aquarius, and that's where we are all headed. Pluto will also, of course, be moving into Aquarius 2026. That's a big change. So, as this year is ending, where do you see yourself? What has happened? Were you able to authentically live the kind of life that you wanted to? Did it work for you? So let me know now. Let's get to the forecast. Uh, so for Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. I'm just not getting the right angle, and my cats are all sleeping over here, so it's really chaotic. I don't know, it's too low or too high. High. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Okay, let's see what we have for you. So center yourself, as I always do. I watch my breath and I do often chant. So I'm going to chant the chant of Guru Padma Sambhava, or the Vajra Guru, and that goes like this. Om Aham Vajra Guru Pema Siddhiham. 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 So Aries, Sun, Ascendant, what can you expect from this coming year? Let's see. Okay, Six of Pentacles in reverse immediately tells me that you were waiting for a grant, or you were waiting for some kind of investment to pay off. I think my tripod is looking at investment to pay off, but it might not be so easy. Okay, you think this money was coming to you and it suddenly gets stopped, or there's some kind of blockage, or you want to start with something new, and you've already initiated it to quite a bit, and then suddenly financial support is withdrawn, or somebody just backs out, or something goes wrong. Okay. Mm, with Chiron moving now through the last degrees of Pisces, and then will enter Aries, this is for you guys the facing of the wound of identity. Okay, who are you in this matrix? Okay, and Aries is identity, and Chiron is wounding. So you have to face those wounds, you have to face those shadows. They could be financial, they could be personal, they could have to do with relationships. So whatever it is, you are just going to have to face that, okay, Aries, and complete things. What I see with this is the energy of you completing things now, finally. Okay, it's not just about starting things, it's also about completion. Okay, that is something you you've got to learn. Okay, now I'm gonna okay, I think I will draw from the Osho Zentaro, because that has a lot of, that's been really working. And my tripod is slipping down constantly, so I don't know what's happening. This is so annoying. Okay, uh, okay, that's better. Now, uh, so I'm going to use Osho Zentaro with this, and let's see what comes. I'm pulling this, so this is okay. I hope you guys can hear me. Got everything ship shape hopefully. So for Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, what can you expect? Financial delays, okay? Things that you left, uh, maybe you were committed to and you did not complete. They're gonna come to the surface and they're gonna claim your attention. So what can you do, Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant? Okay, so participation in all fullness with authenticity is what's required. So even if this money it does not come to you, I don't think it's essentially uh, going to be a problem for you in the long term, because see, you are going to become a much more evolved person, a version of yourself. Okay, let's just put it that way. When Chiron is transiting through Aries, and if you have your sun or moon, sun lesser, but if you have your moon or ascendant in Aries, this is really going to change you. Going to change you like you don't even know how it's going to change you. Okay, and if you have a Chiron return in Aries, okay, this is heavy, but that doesn't mean it's damaging. No, it's not. And no matter how painful no matter how painful this is, the wounding is real, and the wounding has to be faced like shadows. Okay, so participation is what I see with this energy, really putting yourself out there. And this is constantly slipping down. Can you fix this? It's constantly slipping down. I don't know what to do. Okay, so yeah, it's just constantly slipping down. Just put it up there. Not that much. Okay, so we hope it stays this time. Now, participation is very important. So just go out there and participate in, if it's disastrous, participate. If it's painful, participate. You have to do it now, okay? And the love department, Aries. Let's see what I have for you. Stay optimistic about your love life. Yes, during Chiron transit, relationships do change, and whatever was not working is going to surface seriously. Okay, so uh, be optimistic. Now, Taurus. So let's see what I have for you. What guidance I have for you as we enter 2019, and what can you expect? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Okay. Tower. And you know what is this symbolic of? Uranus in Taurus. This is the energy. This is the energy of drastic, abrupt change, diabolical change. where nothing that is unnecessary is left to survive. Everything is burned to a crisp. I mean, whatever's not serving a higher goal, okay, is burned to a crisp, right? All the ego constructs, all the bullshit people, all the mental jargon, everything is going to be destroyed. So either you prepare yourself for this coming transit of Uranus through your sign. It's 7 years. So this is big. This is life changing. This happens every 84 years. So what do you do with this energy? This is it. Okay, there can be painful endings, abrupt new beginnings out of nowhere that completely destabilizes you. But but you're ready for it. Okay, you're ready for it, right? Now, from the Osho Central for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Mars or Venus. I don't know what's wrong with my tripod. Just keep slipping down today. It's just, alright. Om Vajraguru Pema Siddhihan. Om Vajraguru Pema Siddhihan. Om Vajraguru Pema Siddhihan. So adventure. So Taurus, take it all as an adventure. Whatever's happening, whatever you're experiencing, the pain, the the trauma that comes with it. I know it sounds like, oh great, this lady's just saying all this shit on the online, and uh, think of tragedy as an adventure. Think of setbacks as an adventure. How do you circumvent it? How do you figure out what to do next? Because that's really why you're here, to figure out different ideas, to observe. I won't even say to figure out, because that really puts it in a linear narrative. It's to observe and to participate, to co-create. So the pain, the hurt, it's all necessary. It's not redundant, it's not useless, it's not worthless. It's not like karma's a bitch and she's fucking up. No, she's okay, no. So you've got to be careful with that. Again, I don't know what to do about this. Okay, this is so annoying. Maybe I will, I don't know, I don't really want to restart this video. So in the love department, let's see what we have. Oops. I dropped two cards and a mic with it. So now, and it's swinging to one side, right? Better, yes. Okay, now what do we have for Taurus in the love department? We have new love for you, Taurus. Okay, I was just talking to you that about how everything can be an adventure, how everything can be an immersive experience for you. It doesn't have to be, uh, it can be tragic, but there is a lesson in tragedy. There is an understanding in tragedy. Okay, so new love to all this maybe your relationship was stagnant, maybe it's going to be destroyed and you can find new love. Whatever it is, it's going to be an adventure if you take it that way. You are a fixed sign, so you are stubborn, and you don't want to compromise because you want what you want. But and you look at things in a linear fashion, being an earth sign, being very practical. You look at things, Taurus the bull, look at it. You look at things from a linear perspective. But then again, if you understand the esoteric interpretation of Taurus, it's about opening the third eye, actually. The energy of Taurus is about awakening of the third eye. So there, now we move on to Gemini, right? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Vajrakuru Pema Satyan Vajragurupemasatiham Omaham Vajragurupemasatiham Omaham Vajragurupemasatiham. Alright, let's see what I have for you uh, in the Gemini department, in the third house, air, Gemini, moon, ascendant, sun. What do I have for you? Let's see. Maybe pick from there. Look at that, the moon in reverse. And now there could be two ways of looking at it. Okay, now Gemini, you are yang energy. So even if you are a female Gemini, ascendant or moon, you or of course sun, you embody a certain yang component. Air signs are all about thought, ideas, communication, learning things, and then showing the world what you've learned, communicating it to the world. Now, with moon is about intuition. Moon is about feminine mysteries. Moon is about sowing and reaping. Moon is about lunar cycles. So this is, I think, about you not listening to your intuition. And Gemini, you may not give a lot of importance to intuition, but I think that that is a wrong approach. You have to be tuned in simply, and you have a very complex energy. Okay, a very complex energy. It's not easily understandable, and here you are ruled by Mercury. Okay, in exoteric astrology, in traditional astrology, so you have uh, this tremendous need to learn. Okay, what happens with you is you can't concentrate on one thing, and that can lead to a whole new set of problems, right? Okay, now Seven of Swords in reverse I have for you, Gemini. Right, Seven of Swords in reverse. This could have a whole bunch of meaning actually. Okay, about the moon, I also wanted to say that for some of you, lies and deceit will be revealed. I think I just did that for Gemini. Lies and deceit. I just picked an extra card. See, this whole thing, this whole tripod imbalance has got me off guard. But this tells me that the fight is not over. There's somebody may come for you, and that moon in reverse kind of exemplifies this, because it tells me that things have been hidden from you and things may come to light. Right, things may come to light, and you can learn a lot about things that you did not know about. Right, harmony, this is exactly what I was talking about. Harmony, okay, within you, harmony within you, right? So this is important for you. I don't know what to do about this with my tripod collapsing like this. It is disastrous, absolutely useless. So sorry for this, and this, maybe I'll do another one. And all right, so this is so disastrous actually. It's going on slipping, I don't know why. Find that inner harmony, Gemini, and you are not known to have that harmony within because you fluctuate too much, and it creates a state of tremendous imbalance. So, be mindful of that. Did we choose a card from here? Look, I don't know. Did we choose a card from here for Gemini? Uh, let's do it again anyway, and give you a better understanding and playfulness. So maybe balance and playfulness, okay, is very important for you, okay, at this point. Now in the love department, I have so many decks over here, and I wanted to pull from like different ones for different signs, but then I was like, no, I'm not going to do that because you know keep it uniform for all the signs so everybody can see the same imagery. Otherwise, it could get distracting. And look, today has been a day of distractions with the tripod and that codependency. So, Gemini, a moon, and ascendant, and sun, of course, Venus, Mars. I think that you have created a codependent relationship. And for a lot of you, this is bothering you big time, and you just don't know how to speak about it, or you don't know how to tell them what you feel, or somebody could be feeling this about you. Okay, now we move on to Cancer. So Cancer is going to have their lives rocked because they have these eclipses, and you've got Rahu and Ketu, which is the north and the south node in Cancer. So things will change. I mean, it's hackneyed, it's cliched change, but think about it. Change is the only permanent thing we know. Impermanence is the only permanent thing we know. What can we expect? Things will change. The good will change, the bad will change. But there will always be change because atoms are vibrating. Everything is vibrating. So, Cancer, what can we expect for you now, right? As we close this year in 2019, January creeps in. I'm going to show you my. He jumped off. I was going to show you my cat, but he jumped off. He's not here. All right. Oh my god, look at that. That's your card, I have to say. Because I was just cutting it. These cards are huge, okay? They're huge, but I'm going to show you this card. It just like arranged itself perfectly. So I don't even have to pick out Cancer. Uh, Page of Wands. A message coming to you from a fire sign person, or maybe you getting a new creative idea, or maybe a new romance comes into your life, or you travel someplace and have a real adventure. Pages are all about new explorations, okay, and messages. They're about our youthful side. So this is definitely, and wands, fire. So it's creative. It's volatile. So you could have a relationship with someone who's volatile, right? So you can check out Aries moon. It's already done, and this is your Cancer, and you can check the Saggy sun then at the end. So yeah, Page of Wands. Let's hold on to that. Shall be Cancer. When you mix with fire sign, there could be a lot of steam, but there could be a lot of steam because fire and water. But steam can be useful. It can propel mechanisms, so machinery. So this the proverbial or metaphoric steam is pushing you towards something. So Cancer, Page of Wands is a knock on your intuition as well. Okay, so see what comes up, or who comes up for you right now. If there's someone new in your life, younger than you are, go for it. When Rahu goes into your sign, this is about new things, about our collective destiny, us moving towards a greater understanding of compassion, because Cancer is about compassion. It's the first water sign. And let me tell you a little esoteric truth, that the esoteric texts say that humanity of this era, of this wheel, is come out from the womb of Cancer. Cancer is your womb energy. Even if you're a man, you have womb energy because you can create things, okay? So let's see what I have for you. Excuse me. In the Osho's intro guidance, again, it is so crazy. Okay, so forgive me. I'm gonna try to come back and do another one for 2019, but looks like things are moving. Intensity. Now, I don't need to tell you that when Rahu enters your sign, and remember the nodes always move backwards, okay? So they're moving through Cancer now and Capricorn polarities. The South node is in Capricorn, North node is in Cancer. North node is gonna bring new experiences, like things you didn't know. Now, if you have a Cancer ascendant or moon, this could mean you reinvent yourself. Moon may mean a new beginning with your mother, may mean that you restructure your everyday patterns. Moon's also destructive patterns, our everyday patterns. So maybe you can do that, okay? Intensity. Things are going to be intense. Oh my. So I hope you're there. Disaster, everything fell down, so I had to get it. So I don't know. I was going to restart the video, but then I thought that I would reconnect, and shockingly, it reconnected back. So let's get straight to the love department. Okay. My cats keep pulling my tripod and they keep playing with my mic. So every time there's a disaster with that, and I drop my phone. Engagement. Rahu can bring you a new relationship. I told you that. So, yeah. Okay, now who do we have? We have Leo. Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Again, my cat has started to come and he started messing around with my wires. So, and he's gonna pull my mic down straight and he's gonna pull my phone down. Okay, so now we've got Leo. We've got Leo, the astrological sign of Leo. So see, when you have your date of birth and your place of birth and all your birth details, then you get the exact degree of your positioning of your planets. So then if your a moon says at 29 degrees, then you are Cancer if it's 29 degrees. If it's 29 10 or 15, a lot of astrologers will consider you to be 0 degrees. There are a lot of astrologers will consider you to be 29 degrees. It's the cusp astrology is actually a big hoax. So either you have your sun, like either you have your ascendant degree in a particular sign or you don't. But if it is at the very crux of a particular cusp of a house, that means just put in your details with your time of birth. That is super important, and place of birth, and then you're going to know exactly at what degree it is. Okay, now Leo. Okay, Leo. So for Leo, oh my God, we've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. So a lot of reverse cards today as well. So today I had two readings, and a lot of reverse cards were popping up. It's because things are either culminating or not culminating. Then you are Virgo, but you still have to understand Leo's karma. Okay, and Leo energies will uh, enmesh itself with you, and whatever planet or whatever sign, whatever house it is in, you are going to learn about that. Okay, so these are pivotal degrees like 0 degrees or 29 degrees. These are very karmic, very karmic. So Eight of Cups is like the inability to walk away from something that that is toxic to you, or someone, or a situation, or a job. Leo, you are a fixed sign, fixed fire, and this could mean that sometimes you don't know when to walk away, or when to say no, enough is enough, I'm gonna go. You can be selfish, of course. We all can be. Leo is a sign when individuation occurs. So with individuation, we will of course have the energy of me. Okay, so in its lower vibrations, Leo can be selfish, but Leo is all about the solar plexus, the heart chakra. Leo is about awakening uh, your heart, because it has to do with love, romance, children, art, creativity. So, what do you think these things are? They're creative things. Even when we have a child, it's that creative part of us that has the child. A child is a creative project, if you ask me. It's just how a writer just states his ideas or her ideas, and then births something. So does a mom. So this children and Leo is childlike, very childlike, very adventurous, very spontaneous, very impulsive, but in its lower vibrations, it can be wanting to take center stage all the time. And if that means that you martyr yourself because you want to look good, or because you want to appear to be powerful, and you are caught in this toxic situation from something that you need to walk away, okay, but you're not walking away, something that may have to do with your own ego, with your own awareness, with your own understanding and your own growth. So this is something that you've got to ask yourself, Leo. Sun, moon, ascendant. Again, and look what fell. Laziness. So Leos are known to be lazy, like the lion, and you not walking away from this particular toxic situation or person or whatever. It could have to do with a certain type of spiritual malaise or even physical laziness. Okay, I mean, depending on which vibration of Leo you identify with, could be plain laziness. That's why you're just unable to walk away from something that you need to walk away from. Eight of Cups is definitely a spiritual sojourn. Definitely, it's you knowing that okay, these things are there, but I still need to go. Okay, this is about you not going. Okay, and laziness has many shades of meaning. Nothing is black or white. Everything has multiple layers of meaning. That you need. That's what symbology is all about. It tries to uncover these layers like an onion, peeling through them. Okay. Now, in the love department, Leo, you are the sign of romance. So, what can we expect for you? 2019 Jan, are you gonna fall in love? Are you gonna fall out of love? Are you gonna find someone new? Let's see. Right. So Leo, you have romantic feelings for someone. Whether you're able to vocalize it or not, I don't know. But you definitely have romantic feelings for someone. And maybe this walking away, and you're not able to walk away. Maybe you're caught between two people, and you promise someone that who you have romantic feelings for, that you're gonna walk away, and maybe it is best for you to walk away, but you just can't do it. And as I said, laziness here can mean a whole bunch of things. So don't get caught up with linear meanings in this world. Don't get caught up with always know that there is another interpretation out there. There is somebody else's understanding of it, and no two people can really perceive the same thing as the same thing. Okay, the different individuals see color differently. Okay, okay. So individuals see color differently. So now, Leo, we had you. Now, Virgo, of course. Virgo moon, Virgo ascendant. Let's see what I have for you. You've got Saturn in the fifth, so romance is looking difficult. But remember, at the same time, if you do find love right now, it's going to be long lasting. It won't be a quick come quick go type of thing. So let's see, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Mars, Venus. What I have for you. The world in reverse. Oh my god, all the cards are coming in reverse. So, world is a completion, Virgo, and something is not completing. It's like something is not coming full circle, and either you are not letting it complete, or karma is not letting it conclude. But this is about karmic events taking shape and the outcome being fruitful. This is kind of like in reverse. It's like, you've tried so hard, but something is escaping you, or an idea that you really want to start. Now with Saturn in the fifth, this is the time to make any hobby a profession if there's something you're really into. And for some of you, I know I have Virgo clients. For some of you, I think that step that you took has not quite shaped up the way you wanted to, but karmic events have already started. Okay, the winds of change, so to say, are already flowing. Whether you perceive them or you don't, that's really not something that the universe needs to look out for. It's within you. Okay, Virgo. Sometimes you can be distracted or engaging in too much self criticism or judgment towards others. It's best to just tune in. Okay, it's best to just tune in and observe the Osho Center has to say. It's like a reset button. It's like you're going on a new adventure, Virgo. So whatever did not conclude, however you had perceived it and however it shaped up, it's probably for your greater good. And also, this reset button tells me that something was off. You need to visualize it with a certain newness. If it's an idea or concept or work, you have to start afresh for some of you. Okay, tune into that fool within you, because remember, the fool is like a really wise person. Okay, because playing the fool is not easy, right? Now, a Virgo in the love department. Let's see what I have for you. It's going to be about forgiving and learning. So, whatever you need, whoever you need to forgive, you have to forgive, okay? And whatever it is that you need to learn from whatever tragedy has shaped up or whatever issues that have cropped up, you need to learn, and not just in a rigorous, painful manner, but you need to know that this was the lesson. This was what I set out to do. And could I do it? Or did I give into too much anger, resentment, ego? Okay. So if this is your partner, you've got to forgive. If you feel like you've been wronged, maybe you haven't got two sides to the story. You know there are two sides to the story, right? You haven't got it. So work that out. Now, Libra. What do I have for you, Libra? Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Alright, hi. So, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Libra. Om Vajraguru Pema Satyam. Om Vajraguru Pema Satyam. Chanting this mantra brings forth the diamond energy or the Vajra energy of Guru Padmasambhava. And let's see what I have for you, Libra. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. This is a good card for you, Libra. So, yeah, something good is coming your way. Something fortunate. Uh, a new companion could be a new journey. Basically, the Wheel of Fortune is like the god of Sagittarius. It's like, you know, god of Jupiter. So, uh, you are getting boons. Okay, now are they? Can you actually see them for what they are? Like, double Gemini with Cancer. So you've got to see your moon signs and you've got to see your Venus Mars signs. And then, of course, Sun is very important. Now, fortunate, Libra. Things may have been hard and you may have found yourself not knowing what to do. You may have spent a lot of money buying stuff that you don't need because you had to fill your internal void with something, and probably you thought that that was the best option at that point, and then you realize that no, it just leaves you hollow. So, whatever it is, I know a lot of Librans have gone through a very tough patch. Okay, so that could balance it because if you have say although Gemini and Cancer are diametrically different, very divergent energies, if you study astrology then you're going to see that each sign is so very different from the first sign. Okay, so forget Aries. Okay, if you look at Aries, think of Pisces. How different is Pisces? If you look at Taurus and then look at Aries, you're like, oh my God, is that? I mean, how different are these energies? Okay, so Gemini, Cancer, same thing, third, fourth, and one is about communication, and one is about foundations and family and mother. So it's about finding balance with everything because everything is important. Emotions, intellectuality, um, analytical left brain thinking, creative thinking. Can we do away with anything? No, we need all of this to function in totality. That is what astrology teaches us. Astrology is a wheel. Now, the wheel is a very important metaphor for human consciousness and its foray through known and unknown universes. Because infinite universes exist, multiple realities exist, divergent timelines clash with each other. Some people can perceive them, some people can dream about them, some people can engage in lucid dreams with them. So it's possible. But this is an age old symbol from the hoary past that speaks of how consciousness evolves. For you, Libra, it symbolizes uh, fortune, a blessing. Okay? Uh, you have to open your heart, you have to love, and finding love is not just with a man, finding love with yourself. Okay, yes, finding love with yourself and then loving something that you do. It could be anything. once you discover that potent power that you have, it's like almost like a PowerPoint. Okay, and not a PowerPoint presentation, but a point of great power when you awaken to the possibilities that lie. Okay, Libra, you had a really good card, and it was a straight card. I think we've just been playing a reverse cards all this while. We have for you from the Osho Zentro, of course, now. Harmony again. Yes, yes. That's how we all move. Harmony. I see harmony, Libra, and this is the card that Libra loves because Libra is all about balance and harmony, ruled by Venus. Okay, this Libra, the glyph of Libra is the scales, which represent justice. You know, if you go back to the Egyptian myth, it's about Math, the goddess of justice, placing a feather and weighing your heart after your death. And if your heart sinks, then you go to the netherworld. So everything is about your heart chakra. It's about connecting. It's about exploration. You know, one quote I cannot forget, and it's kind of been like my mantra, and that is, yeah, sometimes it gets like that. Codependency sucks. Now take your broken heart and make it into art. I mean, that is what humanity is all about. We are messy. We are melancholic. We are, we can be devastating. We are destructive. But in the symphony of humanness and connection, and us falling and us crying and us growing, Uh, that's the human experience. We are not machines. Okay, we machines can compartmentalize things neatly. They're efficient. The human is not always efficient. Why? It's yeah, cancer men can be very dubious and they all have mommy issues. I'm not saying all the men, but a lot of cancer men have mommy issues. So did I give you a card from the Osho Central? Let's pull another one anyway, because I've been bantering. Consciousness. Libra, I think it's time for you to meditate if you haven't been doing so already. Okay? In the love department. Okay. Just went off for a while. Come back. Yeah, Cancer men, especially Moon and Cancer, they have a lot of mommy issues, and you've got to work through that. Hi. So express your love, Libra. Moving on to Scorpio. Today was a disastrous day for me because my tripod kept slipping up, and then my phone fell down, and it was just so yeah. They can be Cancer men can be quite diabolical. We don't think of them to be dangerous, so we often say that okay, Mars and Cancer males are gonna step away from a fight, but I don't necessarily think so. If they feel like their family or their something that they are sensitive about has been triggered, then okay, so who do we have here now? Yeah, I think Scorpio, right? Scorpies, I love you Scorpies because on my YouTube channel, Scorpios are like killing it because they give me the most amount of hits. So, Scorpios, let's see what I have for you. And look at that. Page of Pentacles, a new financial beginning. Um, Exactly. Exactly. You need yourself. And you need to share that love with the world. And see, Scorpio. And it could, of course, be a person, a sign. But I see for most Scorpios, I sense a new financial beginning, a new project, new idea, new business idea, okay? Maybe even a message about something new you can start. It's Scorpies. Looks good for you. Okay, that was another straight card. Okay, from Libra, the energy has shifted drastically. Okay, we lost a lot of viewers, but let's see. Let's move on to Scorpio consciousness, and maybe you need to really tune in. You're very, very uh, intuitive. I'm not going to take that away from you. But sometimes you can use that intuition as a destructive process, Scorpio. So, you know, are you going to be Buddha? Or are you going to be like some cult leader? Think of that. Now, in the love department, Scorpio, of course. Scorpios. Let's pick a random. Release your ex. So I see that a lot of you are holding on uselessly and not letting bygones be bygones. I see this energy with a lot of signs as well as with individuals. Like people are just clinging on to what's not serving them in any way. A diet that's toxic, people that are toxic, no exercise, no movement. How, I don't know. Okay, Sag. Let's see what we have for you, Sag. See, today has been a weird day, and Spirit's been messing around, and I have two interesting cards over there, which is the Eight of Swords. I'm just gonna keep it there. A lot of us feel like this right now, kind of constricted, unable to move. Uh, and Hermit is the card of Virgo, which is all about tuning in. Okay, it can even be a father figure that comes in or mentor. Now the card for Sag that I'm going to choose randomly from the middle is Ten of Pentacles. Okay, which is Nine of Pentacles, sorry, which is all about you living that life. Okay, Nine of Pentacles, which is about you truly having the resources you need. And you know how that makes it interesting, because I'll give you a chart. So you may be feeling like this as the year is ending, Sagittarius. Okay, you may be high. You may feel like there is no way out. Okay, what do I do? Um, how do I deal with this situation? But open that blindfold, remove that blindfold, cut out these cords, and you can walk out of here. These swords are not really harming you. They've been placed there, and you have maybe placed yourself there. So, as a year end Sag, will you tune in? Will you take some time out? Will you listen to the wise old man archetype within? We have all the archetypes within us, you know that. And then, will you live the life you want? Nines are about cycles ending. So something that started very painfully. And Sag, Jupiter's in Sag right now. So I see this. I see this. 2015, Saturn went into Sag, and most of my clients, Sag people, felt like that for a while. And Saturn's now entered Capricorn for a while, and it's going to stay there for a bit longer. So Jupiter coming in will reward you, Sag. It's a big reward coming for you. Uh, keep your chin up, right? Keep your chin up. Now, in from the Osho Center, I have again laziness. This is, I think I got this for Leo. Laziness. Again, laziness has many shades of meaning. Okay, it could be spiritual malaise, it could be just physical laziness. For some of you, Sag, physical exercise is a grounding process. If you have a lot of Sagittarius energy or a stellium in Sagittarius, or one of your most important houses is Sagittarius, then you're like always changing, always going from one adventure to the other. Think of the glyph of Sagittarius, an arrow with a piece of bow. What is it? It points to directionality, tells you want to move. Okay, there is no being stagnant for you. Okay, so that can create its own tragedy. Remember that, because you might need to ground yourself and be in some place or with someone longer than what you think. Who knows, right? And with the Sagittarius energy, it's always about movement, I think, and expansion. Sometimes expansion can be problematic. We've seen that with the world, right? We know how it is, what's playing out. So, again, release your ex, Sag. What to say? Release your ex. That's clear. Okay, now we've got Capricorn. Lots of stuff going on with Capricorn. And another reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And this could, of course, mean clash with another earth sign. This could be you also, of course, don't forget that. And in a sense, you have probably done a lot of work on something, whether it be in an office or whether it be in your independent business. You've done a lot of work, and that's just not paid off, or a journey that got foiled, or someone came in between your relationship for some of you, okay? Knight of Pentacles is, of course, very sensuous energy. Capricorn, the card of Capricorn is the devil, which speaks of excesses and attachments. So, are you unable to fluidly create abundance? Some Capricorns, because Capricorn, look, this is your domain. Creating abundance is your domain because you're Saturn's chosen child, and every single thing in this reality, the boundaries of everything is Saturn. Look at the rings around Saturn, karma, boundary, and yet I read that astronomers are discovering that the rings around Saturn are dissipating. They are disappearing. What do you think that means? The rings around Saturn are karma. So karma is being rewritten, okay? And timelines are shifting. The 3D matrix is Saturn and Capricorn's domain. And by Saturn relinquishing his rings, it means the timelines are fluctuating. There's something happening. There's also a big hexagram on Saturn that's brewing a huge storm. So the things that we don't understand when we study astrology just through all the planets and our solar system, it sounds minuscule. It sounds almost futile in this age of Hubble, in this age of Voyager, when we can look at sun, when we can look at the universe, and we can see galaxies and nebulas, and we learn about gamma rays and the Buddhist void. There's a huge chunk of nothingness, the very center of our observable universe. The word is void. Like, what is that? So, there are lots of things, and as astrology evolves, as our understanding of astronomy strengthens, we will perceive a lot more than what we do. Anyway, I forgot, did I pick a card for Capricorn? If I haven't, let's do it now. So you can book a reading, of course. Please find me on Facebook, just Tinaheals, or uh, drop me an email. Shockingly, my uh, PayPal email is not working. I don't know why. I can receive PayPal payments, but I don't receive emails on my official email suddenly. So I will look that up. But hit me on Facebook, Tinaheals. Just Google me, and you'll find all my details. You Um, Contact me if you want reading. All right. Capricorn. Okay, I've done Capricorn. I just remembered. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles in reverse. What do we have for you? Oh, okay, I'm gonna just shift these cards around a bit because they're just popping out of my hands, and looks like Spirit is very active. Um, Times are. Look again, it was about to fall off. Right, and it did. Okay, breakthrough. Capricorn. I mean, all that a spirit wanted to let you know. The Osho Center. So Osho calls it a breakthrough. The tower. It's what I was telling you. That take your broken heart and make it into art. That is the most beautiful thing that you can do. Give your relationship a chance, Gabby. You can be cold, you can be selfish, but don't spoil what you have, which you can hold. Okay. Now, Aquarius. Aquarius, what do I have for you? Aquarius. Wow, justice. Card of Libra. So, Aquarius, if you feel like you've been wronged about something, or if you're in a legal case, justice is coming to you. Okay? So, justice is coming to you, right? Now, from the Osho Center, what we have, letting go. So justice, Aquarius, has to do with letting go. I think we need to just see them together to perceive the brilliance of these concepts. Justice, letting go. Justice, letting go. What do you need to let go? What is justice to you? What brand of justice do you seek? Right, Aquarius. In the love department. Oh, yeah. In the love department. We have children. So, whatever this means, don't let children affect your love life. Incorporate them. Figure out ways you can bond with them. Get close to your children. They grow up so fast. Now, Pisces, what do I have for you? Let's see. Oh my god, look at that. Knight of Pentacles again in reverse, which she got for Cappy. So Pisces definitely same thing, delays with moving ahead with your career. Maybe investments not maturing, but I'm gonna pull another card for you, Pisces, just so. Oh wow, 3 of Wands, kind of solitary, but a good card. Waiting for harvest, waiting for looking at a new vista, looking at a new adventure. So Pisces looks good, but even if you have some kind of financial setback, which is possible, I think you'll make up for it. Okay, I think you make up for it. Pisces now from Osho Center. Oh wow, I have the Guilt and the Master, two of the cards that popped up together. I never do that usually. I'd never pull two cards in one go, but they popped out together. And it's interesting that I seal the reading with the appearance of Osho himself as a master. It's you now, uh, and my cats have started a fight. You now coming into your old power, but you have to release all this guilt. Now, this guilt may have to do with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And I think self actualization, or the path of spiritual awareness is right there for you, okay? but you have to let go of your guilt, okay? Otherwise it's just not gonna happen. So that was that. And of course, in the love department, let's see what we have in the love department. Retreat. So find a place to slip away, find a place to retreat with your beloved, and just spend some real good time with them. So since I had so many problems today with this video, I'm going to try to come and give you a New Year's guidance. Hopefully you have subscribed to my channel and you have checked out all my content, and let me know, and don't forget my website please, okay? www.tinaheals.com, check it out, and my blogs, okay? Let me know what you think. I love feedback, constructive, destructive, all kinds of feedback. I'm not your good vibes only person. So, yeah, if you have anything that you want to say that has bad vibes, come out with it. No issues. We are here to talk to one another and see, thank you, see what we can learn, how we can grow, how we can love better, how we can find compassion in our hearts, even for people that we don't agree with or people that we don't love. So, saying that, I end this. Thank you so much and see you soon. Bye.